Pernell Whitaker enters the ring here in Norfolk, Virginia. More reminiscent of Julius Caesar entering Rome than a boxer entering the ring, Alex.
Well, maybe just a gladiator.
Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker. He is the franchise here in Norfolk. Jose Luis Ramirez today fighting his 110th professional fight. Right now, let's go up to the ring, and there's announcer Bruce Rader.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bruce Rader. Welcome to the Scope in Norfolk for the rematch. Our referee today, Mr. Chris Wollison. Our judges from London, England, Sid Nathan and Larry O'Connell, and from Puerto Rico, Miguel Donate. This is a main events monitor production, a 12-round of boxing for the World Lightweight Championship. And now, introducing the principals, fighting out of the red corner from Culiacan, Mexico. He has an outstanding record of 102 wins, 82 by way of knockout with only 7 defeats. He weighed in at 134 pounds and will be wearing the red trunks with the white trim. Let's welcome to Norfolk the former two-time world lightweight champion, Jose Luis Ramirez. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner, representing his hometown of Norfolk, Virginia, he has 18 wins in 19 professional bouts. He weighed in at 134 3/4 pounds and is wearing the black trunks with the gold trim. Introducing the former Olympic gold medalist and Norfolk's own Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker.
There are the judges that will handle the fight here this afternoon. And let's go to the tail of the tape now, if we could. And, of course, I think the number that sticks out here, as Alex mentioned early, Ramirez at 30 years of age, but really a very old 30 with those 109 professional bouts. The rules for today's fight will be the WBC rules. Scoring is on the 10-point must system. No 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8, and a fighter can be saved by the bell, but only in the final round. On the left, wearing the black trunks, Pernell Whitaker. On the right, Jose Luis Ramirez, wearing the red with the white trim. Chris Wollison, our referee here today, and the fighters get their instructions.
I'm waiting for the signal. Gentlemen, you've been given your pre-fight instructions. I expect you to obey my commands at all times. Above all else, protect yourselves at all times. Shake hands. Good luck. Seconds down.
And Alex,
seconds down.
Whitaker's people, the people of Norfolk, but especially Pernell Whitaker, have waited for this moment for a long time.
And you saw George Benton, the man right there with his elbow on the rope there in the center of your screen. George Benton, the last thing he said to him when we looked at him was, keep your hands up. The Ramirez main weapon is power. When you have Pernell's speed of hand and feet, he can dance circles around him early. It's a matter if he can sustain it.
And something you don't see very often, 2 southpaws fighting one another. It's not that often you see one southpaw in a fight, much less 2.
Well, in the old days, it was really difficult for southpaws to get fights, and you never saw 2 of them. This is really almost started out in the 1960s, and in the 80s, it really is not that uncommon.
Pernell Whitaker in the first bout with Ramirez fought going backwards, gave a lot of ground, thought that was a mistake, changed his style for both Greg Haugen and Louis Lamelli, and you see Whitaker now staying right in the center of the ring and landing a couple solid blows on Ramirez.
Jose Luis Ramirez has been vulnerable early. When he's been hurt, generally it has been early.
And the good right jab there from Whitaker scores again. Oh, and scores from Whitaker. Pernell Whitaker giving no ground, staying right in the middle of the ring. A low blow from Whitaker. The left came in and clearly under the belt. Again, the jab of Whitaker seems to be getting over Ramirez's glove. Oh, and a good left. And it's target practice so far in round one by Pernell Whitaker.
We must remember that Jose Luis Ramirez is a target that can also hit back. The difference between these two fighters, Dan, is that Pernell says, I think defense first. I make sure I can't be hit, then I let my hands go. Jose Luis Ramirez disdains defense. He's always looking to hit you on the chin. If he has to get hit in return, so be it. Right now, he is getting hit, and he get hit with good, sharp punches from Pernell Whitaker.
You mentioned Ramirez, rather. I was going to bring up the slow start he got off to against Rosario, where he was knocked down in the first round and came back to win it. But look at Whitaker. You saw the head of Ramirez snap back. Oh, now
something's wrong. He got butted. Pernell is complaining about a butt high on his forehead. There is no cut.
But actually, it was Whitaker that went in.
Right.
It was Whitaker that went in with the shot to the body that caused the butt.
Must have bothered him. He's right back to business, though.
Pernell Whitaker clearly in command in round number one.
Left to your screen, take a look at the butt. Whitaker moving in with his head there. It was not Ramirez's fault, but Pernell took the beating on the butt.
It opened, no cut. It was a glancing blow, but the way Whitaker originally backed out of there, we thought it was a lot more than that. This is the opening action in round number two from the Scope in Norfolk for the IBF and the WBC lightweight titles. And Pernell Whitaker in total command of round number one. George Benton, his trainer, was right to the point. Said, just keep doing what you're doing, Pernell. He can't touch you.
And he said all night long. And I think that really is the key to the fight. If Pernell can continue to maintain this and not let fatigue make him lead him into a mistake, I think he's just an easy winner.
Another left scored from Whitaker. He set it up with a right to the body.
Sometimes when you're hitting an opponent this easily, you tend to lose your concentration. You might get a little lazy, might be tempted to make a mistake, and Pernell Whitaker cannot let that happen. There, the feet got tangled up.
That's not going to be a knockdown. That's a slip. You saw Evander Holyfield, Mark Breland, there in the insert, Mildred Taylor here as well, all of them escorting Pernell Whitaker into the ring.
There, for the first time, Ramirez backed Whitaker up with a flurry, and Pete came right back. We say Pete, that's Pernell Whitaker's nickname, known by everybody in Norfolk as Pete.
Oh, and a good left. The jab didn't score, but the left from Whitaker really rocked Ramirez. And Ramirez, with his gloves at a level where Whitaker's getting right over the top of him. A pair of jabs. Just score easily.
In the first fight, it was the movement by Whitaker that confused Ramirez. Right now, it's the speed and the punching from angles.
Well, Alex, this is the third time